Hey kitchen table players, how are you today? Theros Beyond Death was released a couple weeks ago, and now that cards are available, I am excited to start building a Theros Battlebox. I do this after every set release. My project is to build at least 4, but maybe more decks using mostly Theros cards. I might use a few cards from other sets too, but I would like to stay with Theros flavor. And I want these decks to play well against one another and to be under $20 each, preferably under 10. I thought you would be might interested in the deck list, so I wanted to share this project with you. You already know there will be enchantments, and the first deck is Green-White Aura. For Pauper players, it reminds me a little bit of Pauper Boggles. We play a creature, enchant it with auras, and protect it while swinging for massive damage. For those of you familiar with Boggle deck, this one is slower because we don't have good hexproof creatures, but we have more card draw. I'm going to start with the creatures. We have 2 Paradise Druid. This guy helps us with our mana and has hexproof when it is untapped. It can be a target for our enchantments if we know the opponent has a lot of removal, but most of the time we're just gonna use it to fix our mana. Next, a playset of Transcendent Envoy. It is very helpful because we might play multiple auras in a turn, and it is a flyer, so it is difficult to block, especially if we make it bigger. And finally, it is an enchantment creature. That means it counts as an enchantment and synergizes with a lot of our cards. Outside of Land Bounty is here to protect our big creatures. We can sacrifice it to give protection from one color, and it also counts as an enchantment, which is great. Archon of Sungrace is a bit slow, but if he stays on the board, he will create a massive army of Pegasus. We have 22 enchantments in our deck, which will trigger his ability many times. Also, it has lifelink and gives lifelink to other Pegasus, so if we are low on life, this guy can save us. For our last creature, we have 2 options. The first one is a playset of Citizen Champion. This guy is amazing and will generate so much card advantage. We have so many enchantments that we will easily draw multiple cards per turn while turning our champion into a monster. If we have multiple on the battlefield, we will almost always have a full hand. The problem is that this card is a bit expensive, well, more expensive than cards we usually have in our deck. I recommend you still buy it, but if you wanna save a few bucks, I have an alternative. You can play 2 copies of Sayona, Captain of Pylias, so you can grab an aura and instead of growing a big creature, you will create an army of small tokens. And 2 copies of the first Aura Endgames to make one of your creatures bigger while draw your card. I like this card, but for me it is more a win more card and will not be so great if you are in a bad spot. It is nice to play still, so you can play 2 copies of it. Let's now talk about spells and enchantments. Season of Growth will help us fix the top of our library and will draw us cards. Plus, it is an enchantment, so it is harder to remove than Citizen Champion. We don't want to run out of guys, so we are playing 4 copies. Citizen Training pumps one of our creatures and replaces itself. It also gives trample, so it is important if we have a huge creature on the board. We don't want our 12/12 to get blocked. Warbringer Blessing is an aura that is also removal. We can remove an opponent creature while drawing card for Season of Growth, creating Pegasus token, or making our Citizen Champion bigger. Outlet Glitters will be huge in this deck. It gives enchanted creature +1/+1 for each enchantment or artifact we control. And that includes enchantment creatures like Transcendent Envoy. Playing it on the flyers that we will protect with some spells will end the game fast. Talking about ways to protect our creatures, we have a playset of Karametra's Blessing and 2 God's Willing. Karametra's Blessing will pump our creature and be used as a combat trick. However, the reason we are playing this card is that it gives hexproof and indestructible if the creature was an enchantment or an enchanted creature. That's a great way to save one of our big guys. God's Willing helps us too, giving a creature protection from a specific color, and a stride one is a nice bonus. We are playing 22 lands. In my budget version, I will have 4 Blossoming Sands and 2 Selesnya Guildgates, as well as 8 forests and 8 plains. Feel free to upgrade the mana base with Temple or Shocklands if you want. So that's it for our first Theros deck. I hope you enjoyed it. If you like big plays and value engines, this deck is for you. Let me know what you think, and tell me if you have good deck ideas for my Theros Beyond Death Battlebox. So I'll see you next time, and don't forget to subscribe.